guess this is our first time talking to you since you joined the squad. So, why New Orleans, and what's been your kind of early impression of the franchise?
It's been great, man. Obviously, it's a great organization, organization that knows how to win and knows how to compete and put themselves in position to be in great situations late in the year. So anytime you get an opportunity to join a situation like that, you're extremely blessed, which I'm fortunate to be, and obviously happy to be here and enjoy a new city. Obviously, a lot of new teammates, getting to know them, and just trying to fit in, man, and do my thing.
I'll ask a follow-up if nobody's got one.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, what's this kind of defense like? Just as somebody who's kind of competed against this team a couple times, so now that you're actually in it, what do you notice about this defense in particular?
It's a multiple defense. That was the first thing I noticed. We run a lot of different looks, a lot of different schemes, and anytime you pretty much just have an advantage from week in and week out, being able to change up your defense and give offenses different looks.
Next question's from Amy Just. Amy?
Yeah, today, first day of pads, obviously. What was it like, getting out there and working, especially in the full 11 setting?
Oh, it was great. Obviously, just having the opportunity to put on the pads again and be able to hit each other and build some kind of chemistry out there today. The energy was great. I mean, the pads was flying around. It was a great setting for everybody to enjoy. Offense made great plays, defense made great plays, so it was very competitive, and we look forward to just keep working and getting better.
Next question's from Caroline Gonzalez. Caroline?
Hey, so obviously you spent time in Buffalo and with the Eagles. What's your first impression of the culture of this team after spending a few days practices with them?
It's definitely a different type of environment, a different culture, because the last two organizations I went to wasn't really a winning organization. So when you come to a place where it's known for winning and known for being in the postseason, you see the different type of culture they have and the expectations that they have naturally, and what they expect out of you as a player.
Next question's from Andrew Dope. Andrew?
Hey Nigel, how you doing, man?
I'm great.
Good. Kind of two-part question for you, if I can. First part, what have you taken from someone like Demario Davis and the early impressions that you have playing with someone like him?
Man, Demario's been great. Obviously, I've been blessed to know him my whole career, being able to meet him at the combine and pretty much just, continue to talk to each other throughout the league and our careers. Great person, great leader, and obviously one of the best linebackers in the game. And you see why, because his work ethic. He works every day, day in and out, and he's the great leader of this team, man. And I'm just trying to fall right in and follow his path.
And second part, I'm sure anytime you move to a new team, obviously when you feel sometimes, I would imagine, being kind of like the new kid on the block, but does it help to have Jenkins there too, and you guys play together and whatnot?
Oh, tremendously. It helped a lot. I mean, obviously, for me, I'm blessed enough to be able to play in front of, to play with a lot of my college teammates as well. So I was just fortunate to be able to know a lot of guys on this team and have that opportunity to be able to just fit right in.
Next question's from Amy Just. Amy, go ahead.
Obviously, it's early. I mean, it was just the first day of pads, but have the coaches expressed their vision for you yet? If so, what is that vision?
Right now, I think we're pretty much just trying to feel where I fit best, and me understanding the defense, learning the terminology, and just getting comfortable in the defense. I think that's the main focus for me right now. As far as my role, I think it will expand more so when we get closer to the season. But right now in training camp, I think I'm pretty much just focused on learning the defense, understanding everything, the ins and outs, and the terminology.
Next question's from Luke Johnson. Luke?
Nigel, just going back to Malcolm Jenkins, just as somebody who's played a lot of football alongside him the last couple of years, what kind of player is he? I think a lot of people down here are maybe only familiar with the kind of player he was the last time he was here.
Oh man, he's a tremendous player. He's everything you want in a safety. His ability, his instincts for one, is undeniable. Being able to read routes and get recognition just by formations, and his communication on the field is another key part. He's very quick on all his keys and reads. He's very quick to recognize run pass situations and things like that of that nature. So he's definitely an upper hand for us. His knowledge is unbelievably, his IQ, man, he's pretty much another coordinator out there. And I think that's where you have the advantage with playing with Malcolm.
Next question's from Christopher Dunnels. Chris?
Hey, Nigel. So the Saints have announced that they're not going to have fans in the Superdome for the Week 1 game against the Buccaneers. But you've had the benefit of, or maybe the misfortune, of playing in the Superdome on the opposing side. Can you speak what it's like to hear those 70,000 New Orleans Saints fans in the Superdome and what that can do to the opposing team?
Oh man, it's going to be different. Especially, I was looking forward to having the Superdome packed out and being in that atmosphere, because like you said, I was on the other side. But I do remember it being extremely ecstatic, man. It's situations and times where you can't hear yourself, and that goes into play, especially when the opponent's offense is on the field, and it creates that energy, and we just feed off of that. The defense feeds off of that energy. So it's going to be a different type of year with no fans for sure. But I think we'll be able to do what we're supposed to do and keep the fans hyped and entertained, whether they got to watch it on TV or what.
Next question's from Rod Walker. Rod?
Hey, Nigel, having spent time in Buffalo and Philadelphia, how special is it for you just to be back down south, man?
That's great, man. Obviously, to have the opportunity to be close to home. I grew up like 5 hours away from here. So I know my mom and my family was ecstatic for that situation. We've been praying for something like this to happen, actually, to be able, to be home and get the opportunity to be close enough to play in front of my family. So it's a big aspect. Hopefully we can get that. Hopefully, eventually, families and fans will be able to watch some games this year.
You okay with this New Orleans weather?
Yeah, I got to get back used to it for sure. It's hot, man, as you can tell. Sweating right now. But it's definitely something I got to get back used to. It's different. The humidity. It reminds me, like I said, college, man. Last time I've been in an atmosphere like this, which is some years ago now. And I think it'll give me an advantage, though. I like it.
Thanks, man.
Next question's from Catherine Terrell. Kat? Kat, I think you might be muted. We can move on to Luke Johnson. So next question's from Luke.
Okay, sorry. Wait, I figured it out. Sorry.
Perfect.
First day problem. Okay.
I think she muted.
Still can't hear you, Kat. I'm parked right next to you. Do you want me to ask you a question?
Okay, this should be working now. This is unbelievable. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, I'll ask it again. So from the other side, what are your initial impressions of Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill so far?
Oh, they're great.
On the field.
Yeah, they're great. Obviously, I know Jameis is still learning, obviously, and man, you see the way they compete in practice. Every play they treat pretty much like it's a game rep, and the game is on the line. And you see that competitiveness out of both of them each and every play, which is it makes you be on your P's and Q's, and obviously you got to play great yourself. So, I mean, anytime we got competition all over. So that's a good thing, a great thing, especially for what we want to do this season.
Next question's from Luke Johnson. Luke, go ahead.
Last question, everybody.
Nigel, I'm just curious from your perspective what it's like trying to tackle Alvin Kamara in the open field. So had a couple of opportunities to do that.
I haven't had a full-on opportunity right now. That probably will come down later in some scrimmages.
I was thinking about from your Philly days.
Oh man, I mean, we got a double team. That's what I'm asking for by the coach going into the game. Obviously, this man is somebody who's so elusive. You need help guarding. It's almost impossible to guard one-on-one, honestly. And anytime he is one-on-one, I think you see he exploits that situation. So you definitely need help when you got one of the best backs in the game. And you have to prepare for him and game plan for him. So, I mean, that's going to be – I'm glad I'm on the same side now. I can say that.
Thank you, Nigel.
Thanks, Nigel. Thanks for joining us.
No problem.
Have a good
Thank you.
Nigel, appreciate it.